Hurl, the game show where the only objective is not to blow chunks all over yourself. It's fun and entertaining for the whole family. Hurl was a competitive eating show with a twist. And by twist, I mean violently spinning the contestants after they just slammed literal pounds of chicken pot pie until their stomachs betrayed them. Some TV shows change lives, some inspire. And then there's Hurl to remind us that 2008 was real and it was as horrifying as we all remember it to be.
Critics are spewing. It's good, unclean fun. It's gastronomic molestation.
Yeah, I don't think you should ever say that sentence ever again for as long as you live. I don't think anyone has ever said that sentence before, and I don't think anyone should ever say that sentence after. This is a one and done thing. This is something that will never be repeated again, hopefully.
Athletes have long understood the connection between what they eat and how they perform. But tonight, a new breed of extreme competitor will find that these things are now one and the same.
I get that they're hamming it up as like a bit, making it seem like it's this super crazy awesome thing gladiators are competing. But imagine a person putting that many pot pies into their shopping cart. There isn't a hotline you could call that would get this person the help they desperately need.
That's right. Our contestants play by one simple rule. Whoever eats the most and hurls the least wins.
And you can win a lot. $1,000 in prize money and the coveted Iron Stomach Award.
I mean, that's not a lot, right? $1,000 isn't a lot of money. I'm not weird for thinking that's not a lot of money, right? And a stupid title. I get humiliated on live TV, but I get the Iron Stomach Award. No, you can keep it. That's fine.
Tonight's contestants each face 12.5 pounds of chicken pot pie.
12.5 pounds of chicken pot pie? That is more pot pie than I think I've ever eaten in my entire life.
After chowing down as many as they can in 5 minutes, it's on to the human gyroscopes.
They'll be spun in every direction for 5 long minutes. A gut-wrenching challenge.
5 minutes? I can barely spin my 2-year-old around one time without feeling like I have to go to the hospital. They're going to spin for 5 minutes? That's honestly pretty impressive. I know I've been kind of making jokes about the show in general, but these competitors, maybe they are more elite than I was giving them credit for.
Earlier this evening, we sat down with our contestants, and there was a bit of trash talking going on.
As a former Marine, I think I have the advantages overall.
Get ready. Competition is on.
I'm really competitive, so put my game face on.
Oh, it's over.
John is the only person with any sort of regret and actual understanding of what he signed up for. Honestly, kind of a vibe. King behavior is what the kids are saying, I think.
Put up or shut up time. They're in position, and they're off. Chicken pot pies. Remember, they had no idea until this very moment what they'd be eating.
They don't seem phased, though. They're really digging into those pies.
And they better. Those pot pies are on scales, which track exactly how much each guy is eating.
I love that there's like a live studio audience. You know, that really sells the atmosphere that this is just a slightly higher production value than a normal college frat party.
It's a 5-minute race to eat as much as they can, and only the top 3 eaters will advance to the gyroscopes.
Congratulations on being in the top 3. Your reward? Pretending you're an 8-year-old at Disney for the first time and begging your dad to get you a churro that you so desperately wanted, only to realize that the churro has been sitting out for likely 5 hours and it tastes awful, and you know it's going to make your tummy upset, but your dad paid $10 for it and you can't just not finish it or he'll get mad. And then immediately getting on the teacups only for your hunch to come true that you feel awful, and then you get off the teacups and throw up in front of a family of 4. That's not a personal story.
Pride is on the line and a whole lot of cash.
Again, you keep saying a lot of cash. That $1,000 is not a lot of cash. And then I say that, and then I immediately remember this show came out in like 2008. So, so maybe $1,000 was a lot of cash in 2008. That checks out, actually. Sorry for saying anything.
And Mike's put away a ½ pound in just over a minute. 8 ounces, that's amazing.
I think I'm pretty agile, so I'm here to take home the prize.
I'm not really sure how being agile means you can eat more pot pie than the people next to you.
Hey, give me the pot pie! I want the pot pie!
That was my impression of someone being agile. Thank you. Who are these people on the sidelines? Where do they find them? Do you have nothing better to do? It was 2008. They didn't have TikTok yet, so I don't know what they would do, honestly.
We have the final tally.
Mike ate the most, 48 ounces.
Okay, Mike, you're in.
Mike is a
Blaze on.
beast.
Goodness. Justin checks in at an impressive 38 ounces.
Justin, you're in.
And oh my, John and Tremaine are virtually dead even.
Wait, hold on. Virtually dead even? Tremaine is still chewing.
Let's do this, baby!
33 to 32.
Tremaine has a full pot pie still in his mouth. That should not count.
Tremaine, you are in.
In what world is he in? His mouth is still completely full with pot pie. In any other game show that involves eating, you have to completely chew it and swallow it for it to count. In what world are we living? It was 2008. Let me preface that again. It was 2008.
In round 2, the remaining competitors will have to spend 5 turbulent minutes on the human gyroscope. If anyone vomits, he's out.
Mike, Justin, Tremaine, you're in. Go to the gyro.
These machines are designed to spin a body in 3 different gut-wrenching directions,
They've had no time to settle their stomachs.
which is why the hazmat crew is covered from head to toe.
What do you think the job description is to be one of these hazmat guys? Must be willing to get puked on and not like it.
How are they holding up?
Pretty good, considering that collectively they've got 12 chicken pot pies rumbling around in their bellies. That's the equivalent of a small possum each.
That's the equivalent of a small possum each. That's an odd comparison, but I'll allow it.
Yes, amazingly, all 3 survived the gyroscopes.
That is honestly incredibly impressive. I was making jokes again about the show, but these competitors I would consider extreme athletes at this point. They've earned my respect, which isn't, it's not like that's saying a lot, but I think you know what I mean.
With the Iron Stomach Award and the $1,000 prize still up for grabs, Mike, Tremaine, and Justin are going back to the chicken pot pies.
This show is so simple. There's only 2 activities. You either are eating or you're spinning uncontrollably. It just goes to show that you don't need a big fancy named celebrity hosting your show. You just need a premise that makes people go,
Oh my god! What am I looking at?
and you can make a TV show.
Do that again. Let's go.
More pies, huh?
I'm gonna be just fine.
Of course you're going to be just fine, Tremaine. You cheated last round and no one said anything about it. Of course you're going to be just fine.
2, 3, go! 4 pies in 4 minutes is the goal. 1 contestant will be eliminated. The survivors will take another spin on the gyroscope. Justin hurled with 20 seconds left in the contest.
Just so you're aware, I'm not showing any of these people vomiting. It's disgusting. They do attempt to blur it at least a little bit, but it's not really it's not cutting it for me. It's incredibly disgusting. So if you want to see the full video of all the vomiting, I put the link in the description. Again, it's pretty gross, if you can believe that.
Lucky for Tremaine. The Hurl stopped the clock and moved Tremaine on to the one-on-one battle with Mike.
I think this is it, dude.
With a combined 7 pounds of pot pies in their bellies, they strap back in.
Did you smell their vomit? Did you see them vomit?
Okay, I'll give Tremaine the benefit of the doubt this time. He gets to move forward because Justin threw up and it ended the round prematurely. But can you let him finish chewing? Let him finish chewing before blindfolding him and making him spin again. That seems well, it seems awful, but it seems not fair either.
Only one can win.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is going to be the longest 4 minutes of their lives.
It's sudden barf now. Hurling means instant elimination.
2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining on the clock, Tremaine finally cracked. Let's go to the replay.
No, let's not, please, and thank you. I don't need to see him throw up for the 8th time today.
And with that, we have a new Hurl winner and Iron Stomach champion, former Marine Mike Shaknovich.
Mike!
What?
You are our Hurl champion.
Semper Fi, Mike.
Both of these guys have to be relieved the contest is over. Mike ate the most food during every stage and didn't hurl. That earned him not just the $1,000 prize, but also the Iron Stomach Award.
Manny is handing Mike his prize money.
And Mike's got an offering of his own.
$2.
It just goes to show that even if you win, you still lose in the end.
Mike ate the most in every round, an incredible 4 pounds, and was crowned Iron Stomach champion.
Amazing that he kept it all in for 15.5 minutes.
Mind over matter. I had this thing won at the very beginning. Like I said, age, experience, a little military action. That's what gets the job done.
What previous experience could you possibly have had that would prepare you for this? Just wondering. To no one's surprise, this show got pretty bad ratings. This show is absolutely disgusting and vile, and no matter how strong your stomach is, it is guaranteed to make you want to hurl yourself. I can agree as someone who's watched this specific episode 3 times. If for some reason you enjoyed this video, I have another equally disturbing competition game show related video about Fear Factor if you want to watch that one next. Other than that, we'll circle back around, put a meeting on my calendar per my last email, and keep it casual.
What are you going to do with all this stuff?
Gastronomic molestation.